All right, Mayor of Terre Haute, Brandon Sackman, is here for his monthly visit. You'd like to make this almost a weekly thing, wouldn't you?
Well, I mean,
there's a lot to talk about.
I might then take over as an anchor, I think. I could do the weather, right? I don't know what to do with my hands when you do weather, though.
He needs a break, he said. Okay. Let's talk a little bit. And this is something he's excited about. We're talking about the Indiana Energy Saver Program. First of all, explain what it is and why it's something to be excited about.
Indiana Energy Division essentially worked with the previous federal administration to create a program where, look, the city of Terre Haute can do nothing for your private utility bills, honestly, but this program says, do you have an old HVAC system? Do you have appliances that are driving up your utility bills? Well, now we can get those replaced through a rebate program. So through some strong advocacies, through some strong leadership at the state, John Ford's actually the executive director, Indiana's received $182 million, and there's two programs that we'll talk about. The first is the Home Efficiency Rebate Program. So think of your larger HVAC style systems in a home, your fans. The second is the Home Appliance Rebate Program, where they replace some of your lighting, your fridge, your oven. And I tell everyone this is the most simple application I've seen from state government in a while. It's a one-stop shop to check your eligibility. Simply go to IndianaEnergySaver.com. This is a statewide program. If you're tuning in tonight and you live in Sullivan, you live in Washington, you live in Vincennes, Bicknell, and of course Terre Haute and Vigo County, head to IndianaEnergySaver.com. See if you're eligible. Apply for the program, and please help us out. Reach out to folks who might not watch the news, might not be on Facebook. We put this information on the Terre Haute Mayor's page, and reach out to them and say, hey, would you consider applying for this program? Again, it's IndianaEnergySaver.com. Currently, we're third in the state with applicants behind Evansville and Indy, and let's get folks signed up.
And it's up and running right now, and a household can receive up to how many $1,000s?
So for the larger program, that's up to $18,000 through a rebate program. All of the information is on the website. I encourage folks to go online. We've had a number of applicants. They'll send an energy auditor to your home to walk through, to look at everything, and then they'll go in through that process.
Doesn't cost them anything. It's just it's worth the time.
It is, and for contractors who work in this space, there's a section on this website for our local contractors to sign up to get on the rotation to do some of these fixes.
We've known each other a little bit of time. That's the most excited I've seen you about something. And
I am very animated because, you know, I get it all the time. Folks calling, and these are private utilities. I get it, right? The city's not in charge of those rates, and this is a way to help people. You know, help make their lives just 1% better.
All right, let's talk about, and this is something that they're always talking about in Terre Haute, is housing. Anything new in that area?
Yeah, so we're about to go through our second of 4 phases of demolition for the year, and we've partnered. Indiana State is transferring the city of Terre Haute over 100 lots to build a market-rate single-family housing. And we're really looking forward to that.
Those around the campus area?
It is in between Indiana State and Union Hospital. This is a chance to rebuild kind of our, if you think of the city like a skeleton and then build out the body, this is the chance to fill in some of the bones. And we're really looking forward to this program. Jordan Marvel, the Office of Redevelopment's really been moving on our individual single-family lots. We continue to see success as well as a couple of neighborhood developments.
That's very good. The city has also been working on downtown safety improvements. Can you tell us any specifics about that?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm going to be very clear with folks. We had some incidents with underage minors fighting and public intoxication, so we stepped up our police presence. We've added cameras downtown. If your son or daughter is not of age to consume alcohol, just have a frank conversation with them and let them know that that is not the right decision, and we're not going to tolerate it in our community and public spaces.
Okay. Finally, I've got about a minute left. Last Thursday, I think it was, you unveiled a new logo and a tagline. Tell us a little bit about that. Who designed it? Why do you believe this is something that's going to be helpful?
You know, I think you should always kind of do a brand refresh, whether it's business, whether it's government, and it all started when we started fixing our website, right? So we were going to have a completely redesigned website to deliver better services to the consumer, and it was just kind of old and archaic, and yeah, we can use the seal, but we wanted to get a logo that had colors that matched the Terre Haute city flag. So if you look, our flag and our logo, it's all kind of in sync, the color scheme. We love that. It's just a little bit of brand and marketing, very low-cost project for the city to kind of update our signage and vehicles as we receive them.
Matches your tie.
Some could say there's some branding efforts to this that's going on.
All right, Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for your monthly visit here.
Thanks for having me.
Very excited about that energy program. And once again, we'll have a link to that on our website at some point, hopefully today, but we'll help out as where we can.